Tonight's headlines: the National Capital Region placed under Alert Level 3. AFP, Navy, and PCG intensify rescue operations in Northern Luzon. Coronavirus cases in the country at 2,690,455. Crime index declined and crime solution improve, says PNP. Southwest monsoon affects Luzon. And Philippine stocks slip on external factors. Good evening. Today is Wednesday, October 13, 2021. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel, and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. The Interagency Task Force on Wednesday approved the recommendation to place the National Capital Region under Alert Level 3 beginning October 16 until October 31, 2021. Under Alert Level 3, several establishments apart from restaurants and personal care services will be allowed to operate at 30% venue capacity regardless of customers' vaccination status. Establishments allowed to operate under Alert Level 3 include museums, libraries, internet cafes, billiard halls, and amusement arcades. It also includes casinos, cockfighting, lottery, gyms, spas, and leisure centers, among others. Personnel of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, Philippine Navy, and Philippine Coast Guard have intensified search and rescue operations in northern Luzon to assist families affected by severe tropical storm Maring. The AFP Northern Luzon Command said at least 367 military personnel and 74 citizen Armed Force Geographical Unit Active Auxiliary are actively participating in humanitarian assistance and disaster response operations in the affected areas. Lieutenant General Arnulfo Burgos Jr., commander of the Northern Luzon Command, said that disaster response teams were mobilized in Ilocos Region, Cagayan Valley, Central Luzon, and Cordillera. Meanwhile, the Philippine Navy Special Operations Unit in Northern Luzon conducted rescue and retrieval operations in Luna, La Union on Tuesday. The Navy said relief supplies were also transported to the families in the barangays of La Union despite the heavy rain spawned by Maring. The Department of Health reported 7,181 confirmed coronavirus disease cases on Wednesday to bring the total number of infections in the country to 2,690,455. This brought the active cases to 82,411, and of the total, 75.3% are mild, 12.1% are asymptomatic, 3.7% are severe, and 1.6% are in critical condition. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 2,567,975 after 6,889 patients recovered from the deadly disease. The death toll is now at 40,069 with 173 fatalities recorded. Data from the DOH also showed that 67% of the country's intensive care unit beds are utilized, while 49% of the mechanical ventilators are also in use. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage. Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
In other news, a Philippine National Police Chief Police General Guillermo Eleazar on Wednesday said the crime index has decreased while crime solution increased in the country during the last 5 years. Eleazar said the crime index declined by 64% and added that the crime solution also improved from 26%, which means one case is solved out of 4 cases, to 49%, which means one case is solved out of 2. The PNP chief attributed the improvement to the support of the government. Meantime, Eleazar ordered the Internal Affairs Service to expedite dismissal proceedings against 2 police officers from Rizal and Quezon City who were arrested in separate operations for involvement in illegal activities. State Weather Bureau Pag-asa announced that the habagat or southwest monsoon will bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over Palawan, Occidental Mindoro, Zambales, Bataan, Batanes, and Babuyan Islands. Pag-asa advised affected residents to prepare for possible flash floods or landslides due to moderate to at times heavy rains. Meanwhile, Metro Manila and the rest of the country will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms due to the southwest monsoon or localized thunderstorms. Flash floods or landslides are also possible during severe thunderstorms, according to Pag-asa. And in business, a wait-and-see stance on the release of the United States September 2021 Consumer Price Index and earnings report of major U.S.-listed firms dragged the local main equities index on Wednesday, but the peso gained against the greenback. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index turned negative towards the end of the session after it fell 38.9 points or 0.55% to 7,068.92 at the closing bell. The broader all shares followed with a decline of 16.81 points or 0.38% to 4,403.26. Regina Capital Development Corporation head of sales Luis Limningan said that aside from the CPI and earnings report, analysts are also on the lookout for the Federal Reserve's policy path given the scheduled release of the Federal Open Market Committee's September 21 to 22 meeting minutes later in the day. Volume totaled 1.33 billion shares, amounting to 11.93 billion pesos. Losers led gainers at 111 to 89, while 48 shares were unchanged. Meanwhile, the peso gained against the US dollar after finishing the day at 50.655 from 50.85 a day ago. That wraps up the stories tonight, and before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, Department of Tourism, and Overseas Community Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel, and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Magpabakuna kayo.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Magandang araw mga katribo! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelovelo, Comfy Manalo, Chinky Mangkukang, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chirk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas ng mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatagong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Simulan ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments dito sa ating programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Magpabakuna kayo.